In recent years, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom has removed multiple animals, such as elephants, so let's dive into a future where Discovery Kingdom has no animals. So this is a time where they've just removed all animal and marine life from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. The first thing that changes in the parks, it would be the park's name, because Discovery Kingdom would no longer make sense. So at first the park's name would change to Six Flags California Kingdom. Along with the name change, the entrance would get a Californian makeover. Along with the new entrance, the removal of the animals would free up a ton of space. So realistically, with the Six Flags budget, most of the land would stay abandoned. But we're going to go over two scenarios, one of which would be what I see happening with their budget, and the other one which be with no money taken into consideration, just let's go anywhere, let's go. After the park gets its new identity as California's Kingdom, along with the new entrance, there would be at least 1 year before any changes happen to the old animal areas. After 1 year, though, Penguin Passage, Stingray Bay would be demolished, along with Sea Lion Stadium. In their old locations would be an extension of the current DC Universe area, which would include a Justice League Dark Ride and new shops. In the next year after the new part of DC Universe opens, the old Thomastown area and the Shark Experience would be demolished and replaced with Orange County Adventure, a new kids' land themed to historic Orange County, with rides like Orange Spinout and a Grove Tour. Grove Tour would be a replacement for the old train, which would be just a re-theme and repaint of the old Thomas, which would show you all that Orange County has to offer. After the two large new lands opened 1 year after each other, the new addition would not be till 2 years after Orange County Adventure, which would mainly take over the area from current Scoutabout all the way to the end of the property, which would be turned into an area inspired by the mountain part of the state. This would include a relocation of Scoutabout to the back of the park and a rebrand of Sidewinder Safari to Bounce and Dodge, where you would wind through the trees. This land would also include assorted flat rides and most likely get a new coaster eventually later on. But with that, let's get into the much more elaborate and a lot more detailed scenario 2. After the park gets its new identity as California's Kingdom, along with its new entrance, Penguin Passage, Stingray Bay, along with Sea Lion Stadium would be demolished. In their old locations would be a replacement for the current DC Universe called San Francisco the Great, which would include a rebrand of all current DC Universe rides, but would also include a new dark ride. The Red Trolley would include where you would enter through a trolley station, and you would eventually wind through all of that and get to a red trolley, which would be your but the dark ride vehicle. And it would start as a city tour, but would eventually spin into chaos. When your conductor loses control, the new area would also come with new shops and restaurants coming. After the finished construction of San Francisco the Great, the old Thomastown and Shark Experience would also be demolished still. They would also still be replaced with Orange County Adventure, a new kids' land themed to the historic Orange County, with rides like Orange County Spinout and Grove Tour, a replacement for the old train, which would show you all that Orange County has to offer, but with a new layout. This area would also include a new water show called California the Sunshine State, which would be hosted in the old Chabot Stadium. The next area would include a rebrand of Lakeside Games and the food court there. This area would be turned into an old school boardwalk area, which I've not come up with a name yet for. but it would also get a new drop tower and a new log flume called California Splashdown, where the overflow seating currently is. After the new boardwalk area opens, where Scatabout is all the way from the end to the end of the property, would be turned into an area inspired by the mountain range of California. This would include the relocation of Scatabout to the back of the land and a rebrand of Sidewinder Safari to Bounce and Dodge, where you would wind through the trees. The land would also get a new elaborately themed coaster like Matterhorn bobsleds at Disneyland, called Tahoe Summer Vacation. During the holidays, it would also get a refurb called Tahoe Ski Trip. This area would also feature many places for small local businesses to sell goods. This area would also have a hotel overlooking the lake. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe so I can keep making content like this. But if you found anything funny, cool, or anything about the video, make sure to leave a comment down below. I love reading your comments. Anyways, you've hit the brake run and have a great rest of your day.